Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the presence of Shri, Kirti, Vardhan, Singh ji, the Honorable Minister of State, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. May we request our dignitaries to join us on stage as we begin our proceedings celebrating World Elephant Day 2025. It is indeed our privilege to welcome you to this momentous gathering on this wonderful occasion right here in Tamil Nadu, a state that holds both a profound reverence for the Asian elephant and a proud legacy in wildlife conservation. Marking the auspicious beginning to our wonderful gathering here today, we turn to a tradition that transcends cultures and centuries, the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. If we may humbly request our dignitaries on stage to join us with the lamp lighting led by our chief guest. An auspicious start indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests, esteemed dignitaries on stage, members of the Forest Department, conservationists, champions of India's precious wildlife, a very special welcome to World Elephant Day 2025. Across the breadth of our country, elephants aren't just wildlife. They are living emblems of culture and heritage. India, that's home to nearly 60% of Asia's wild elephants, has long recognized the importance of safeguarding the iconic species. From deep forests to wide grasslands to gently rolling hills, these magnificent creatures roam lands that have shaped them and that they have shaped across centuries. In recent years, we've witnessed India stepping forward with a renewed commitment to the future of elephants. Project Elephant, launched in 1992, laid the foundation. Today, of course, we are witnessing advanced tools like satellite tracking, AI-driven monitoring, all bringing precision to conservation. Within this vast landscape, Tamil Nadu stands as a keystone in India's elephant story. Its forests, stretching across the Nilgiris, the Anamalais, and Satyamangalam, all form part of the largest continuous range for Asian elephants anywhere in the world. Building on this rich natural heritage, Tamil Nadu's conservation journey blends innovation with tradition, harnessing AI, honoring heritage, and empowering communities. As we begin to extend a formal welcome and set the tone for today's proceedings, it is my honor to invite Thiru Srinivas R. Reddy Avargal, Principal Chief Conservator of Forests and Head of Forest Force, Tamil Nadu Forest Department. Good evening, sir.
Good afternoon to all. India is home to nearly 60% of the global wild elephant population, and elephants have always been part of our mythology and culture. Our country has a very robust framework for elephant conservation too. However, there are several challenges in conserving the elephant population. Human-elephant conflict is a matter of serious concern. So is the poaching and illicit ivory sale. That's the reason why August 12th is dedicated as the World Elephant Day. This year, MOFCC is observing the Elephant Day in Coimbatore with the active support and coordination with the Tamil Nadu Forest Department. It's noteworthy to mention that this place is aptly chosen as it is the gateway to several elephant reserves and also to the first biosphere reserve of the country, which is the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, and harbors the largest population of Asiatic elephants. It's an honor and privilege to welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Forest, Climate Change, Government of India, Shri Kirti Vardhan Singh. I take this opportunity to welcome the Director General of Forests and Special Secretary, Government of India, Shri Sushil Kumar Avasthi. I welcome the Additional Chief Secretary, Environment, Climate Change and Forests, Government of Tamil Nadu, Srimati Supriya Sahu. I welcome the Chief Wildlife Warden of all the elephant range states. I also welcome the officials from the various scientific institutions and NGOs who are partnering in towards the cause of elephant conservation. I welcome the senior officials from the MOFCC and also Tamil Nadu Forest Department. I welcome the students who participated in the painting competition, and several of the winners are present in our midst. I welcome members of the press and print media. I once again welcome all for this function, observing the World Elephant Day. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for setting the context and for reminding us for the need for World Elephant Day. At this juncture, it is my privilege to invite Tirumati Supriya Sahu Avargal, Additional Chief Secretary, Environment, Climate Change and Forest, Government of Tamil Nadu, to share her esteemed perspective. Good evening, ma'am.
Honorable Minister, Thiru Kirti Vardhan, sir. DG Forest, Thiru Sushil Avasthi. PCCF and Head of Forest Force, Thiru Reddy. PCCF and the Chief Wildlife Warden, Thiru Dogra. Chief Wildlife Wardens from other states, project directors, conservators, DFOs, award winners, school children. Good evening and vanakkam. Unga அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். I take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the government of Tamil Nadu. I am grateful to the Honorable Minister, Thiru Bhupendra Yadav sir, for giving Tamil Nadu this wonderful opportunity to organize the meet of the Chief Wildlife Wardens and other officers on this wonderful World Elephant Day. Though we are really sad that he could not join us, but on behalf of everyone, I would like to thank him. I would begin, first of all, by thanking the foot soldiers of our country, the unsung heroes of conservation, many of whom are today and still working in very interior areas in our country. I would like to thank our forest rangers, guards, watchers, anti-poaching watchers, and guardians of our camp elephants, mahouts and our kavadis, because of whom the conservation is taking a very solid shape in India. I think it is time for us to salute the dedicated efforts of these unsung heroes who are working 24/7 to protect our precious elephants. On this wonderful occasion, I wish to highlight some important initiatives of the government of Tamil Nadu in elephant conservation. As we all know that the Honorable Prime Minister has given a very strong leadership to the conservation efforts in the country. And at the subnational level, and government of Tamil Nadu, led by our dynamic Chief Minister, has also helped the efforts in conservation through several path-breaking efforts. Sir, I wanted to mention that the notification of Agastyamalai Elephant Reserve in 2022 and Tandai Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary in 2024, South Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary by the government of Tamil Nadu in 2022 marks a milestone in India's elephant conservation journey, because it connects vital elephant habitats, especially between the western and eastern Ghats, promoting safe passage and genetic diversity of elephants. It is also very heartening to see that there is so much of coordination and working together at the subnational level, and I'm seeing it myself through several ideas and exchange of best practices that is happening. For example, in the state of Tamil Nadu, we are seeing a very close work between Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu while conducting synchronized surveys, whether it is for population estimation of elephants, vultures, tigers, and more recently, Nilgiri Tar. And it is no doubt that working together is definitely, and sharing the best practices is definitely going to lead us and strengthen our conservation efforts. One of the most important challenges that everyone is facing is the habitat protection challenges and issues, the issue of invasives, and it will definitely be an important area which should be discussed as to how state governments can work together, exchange best practices to make sure that invasives are removed successfully from our forest areas. In Tamil Nadu, about 21,000 hectares of invasives and exotics, including lantana, senna, wattle, and prosopis juliflora, we have been able to remove from our forest areas. But it will be very nice to learn from each other and from other states as to how do we go about it. And before I close, I also wanted to highlight the need for exchanging best practices when it comes to the human-wildlife conflict. Today, at Madukare, use of artificial intelligence for protecting the precious lives of elephants on railway tracks could be one example wherever it is applicable. So use of technology, which includes the remote sensing, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and so many other emerging technologies has become extremely important. So working together, learning as to how do we use these technologies to prevent human-wildlife conflict would certainly be a game changer. And I think there is a need for better coordination. With these few words, sir, I just wanted to highlight that in Tamil Nadu, we have also started the Tamil Nadu Crime Control Bureau to make sure that better protection is provided to elephants as well as to the other species as well. I once again thank MOEFCC for giving us this opportunity, and I thank my team for working very hard to organize this important event. Let's work together, let's work for our elephants, and let's create a beautiful, safe future for these precious elephants. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Thank you, ma'am. Taking our on-stage proceedings forward, may we now invite Shri Sushil Kumar Avasthi ji, Director General of Forests, Special Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, to address our gathering. Good evening, sir.
Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, ACS Forest, Government of Tamil Nadu, Ms. Supriya Sahu, PCCF and HOF, Tamil Nadu, PCCF Wildlife, Tamil Nadu, the Chief Wildlife Wardens who have come from various states. There are several dignitaries, luminaries of Forest Department whom I can see sitting in the audience. Today is a day we are here to celebrate the word Elephant Day. At the outset, I would thank the government of Tamil Nadu, especially the Forest Department, who very kindly agreed to host this particular day here, to celebrate this day here. We have been preparing for this day for a long time. And the Honorable Minister for Environment Forest also wanted to be here because he was very keen to be on this occasion. Every year he comes. Last year we celebrated this day at Raipur, but due to some unforeseen things, he couldn't come. I would also like to compliment all those people who will be getting the Gaj Gaurav Awards today. I think they have been chosen after a long drawn process. So we will be meeting them very soon probably after I finish my talk. Elephant is a species whom we all know is something which we are very fortunate to have. It has a cultural significance. This species has been with us for ages. We have been living with this. But the issue with this particular species are, I think, there are for everyone to see. As the ACS Forest mentioned that they are the state with lot number of animals in their state. They have been working very hard to solve the problems. We in ministry are also very, very serious. As you all know, that Project Elephant, which we started in 1992, had three specific purposes. The first one was to protect the natural habitat of this species, elephant. Then it was also having a lot of focus on the human-animal conflict, because this is also getting more severe day by day. And third thing, which was very specific to this species, we are also looking at welfare of the captive elephants. We also have declared 33 elephant reserves so far, which is covering around more than 80,000 square kilometers across the 14 states. This is also a very significant area. We have also been drafting a conservation plan for elephants, the guidance document, as probably they said that for the Nilgiris, which has already been drafted. We have also been working on identifying the management effectiveness evaluation criteria, which is also will see the light of the day very soon. And very recently, they have also identified 110 railway stretches across probably 14 states, because this species was having a lot of problems with the railway stretches which pass through the habitat of animals. So this we did when we had the last project Elephant Steering Committee. So in a way, the Government of India is working very hard, and we are very conscious of the fact that this species is facing significant dangers as far as the future is concerned. So we have to be prepared to save this species, to protect this species. I think with these words, I'll stop here and thank once again all of you for being here. Thank once again the Government of Tamil Nadu for being so kind and generous for hosting this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to a very special segment of our program, presenting recognitions that mark new milestones in India's elephant conservation journey, and also the unveiling of landmark publications and tools. We begin with the launch of the Guide for Foot Care of Captive Elephants, which is a vital step in ensuring the health and dignity of these gentle giants. This is a resource that will guide caretakers across the country in adopting the highest standards of welfare. If we may please request our dignitaries on stage, led by the Honorable Minister, to unveil our very special guideline for foot care of captive elephants. If we may please bring the guideline up. Indeed. It is now time for us to shine a spotlight on the exceptional practices adopted. The category Captive Elephant Welfare and Management. Madhya Pradesh. I'd like to invite Shri Sahadan Ram Lakada to join us and receive this wonderful recognition. for students from class 9 remind us of the deep connection between humans and elephants. If I may please request our dignitaries on stage, led by our chief guest, to officially unveil this wonderful publication. We also have with us the author, Ms. Akhila Kannadasan, who is a seasoned journalist with The Hindu, who brings 14 years of experience in feature writing, who has penned this wonderful publication. If I may please request Ms. Akhila to join us on stage as we unveil The Last Elephant and the Soul Tree.
Gathering of environment, wildlife, and animal lovers. And it's a privilege that I'm here again today in the middle of you all to celebrate the World Elephant Day today here at Coimbatore. Let me start with the time in 1971 when I was 5 years old. Yes, I'm older than I look. So and my mother actually, she took me to see my first movie. And that movie, by coincidence, was Hathi Mere Sathi. And of course, it was produced by a person from South India, the director. He was M. Thirumagam. And at that time, it was the biggest ever hit made in South India, in our parts of the country. आप लोगों ने देखी है हाथी मेरे साथी किसी ने? Yes. And it always stayed with me. In my life, I always wanted to have an elephant as a pet, but never managed to. But the universe has put me in a place where we have the responsibility of looking after the thousands of elephants that are here in our country. So again, it's a privilege to be here with you. And talking about Hathi Mere Sathi, which is in Hindi, in English it means the elephant, my companion. I'd also like to point out that it has been man's companion for many hundreds of years probably. We see elephant as a symbol of strength, as a symbol of wisdom, also royalty, and of course, of good fortune. I remember once I was traveling, and it happens many times actually, when we are traveling, and sometimes you see a elephant on the road. I mean, a elephant owned by someone, of course, or even a wild one. A lot of people, they always bow their hands and kind of say whatever prayer to the, or pay their respect to the elephant. It occupies a very important, the elephant occupies a very important place in our religion, in our mythology, in our culture. I believe most of the, at least the Hindu homes do have either a picture of an elephant and definitely a statue of Lord Ganesha at the entrance. Not only religion, elephant was also the favorite sawari of the royal families. The kings and the maharajas and the sultans and the Mughal emperors, they also chose to ride on the back of the elephant. Elephants were used in wars. When Alexander came to invade India, he was told, his spies told him about the thousands of elephants that Porus had in his army. And in modern times, they've also been used for entertainment. As children, we've all ridden on the back of elephants. I remember in Lucknow, I come from Lucknow. When we were young, almost every year there used to be a famous circus called, if I remember the name correctly, it was I forget the name. Gemini Circus, yes, Gemini Circus. We used to go there, and apart from other animals, there used to be a show for elephants also, elephants kicking a huge football, elephants eating bread, and you name it. And of course, when I was getting married, I was told that, my to-be in-laws wanted me to come there on the back of an elephant, which I refused. I mean, as it is, I'm, putting my foot forward in a very dangerous world of married life, and I don't want to start by being on the back of an elephant. So that is that. That's our history regarding the elephant. Our ancient temples, of course, have a lot of sculptures. In Madhya Pradesh, we just honored some watchers from Madhya Pradesh. In Bhimbetka caves, some of the oldest paintings are almost 10,000 years old, of elephants. And of course, the Ajanta cave paintings of 450 BC, they show a lot of elephants. So again, it's a privilege to address you, everyone here. And amongst us, I'd like to especially welcome and pay my respect to our Director General Forest and Special Secretary, Mr. Sushil Avasthiji. Of course, our Additional Chief Secretary Forest Government of Tamil Nadu, Srimati Supriya Sahuji. Our PCCF Tamil Nadu State Government, Shri Srinivas Reddy ji. And PCCF Wildlife, Shri Rakesh Dograji. And of course, the other distinguished guests, students, forest officers, elephant lovers, and respected persons of the media. So, we are here today, to, like I said, to celebrate our World Elephant Day. Our Honorable Prime Minister also gives it a lot of importance. And he also always mentions about, reviving our traditional knowledge of not only on elephants, but regarding environment, regarding forests, regarding animals as a whole. And coming to that, I'd also like to point out that in our culture, not only have we used the elephants, whether for warfare or for any other purpose, but since ancient times, we've also taken care of them. There have been many books of how to treat elephant with the Ayurvedic medicines, and there have been a lot of treatises written in Assam and Tamil Nadu, also in Kerala. And for the benefit of our young students, Palkapya was an ancient writer of the Gupta age, which was from 300 AD to 400 AD. And he wrote a book called Hasti Ayurveda, which was only about, totally about how to treat elephants. Of course, if you want to, looking at the statistics, our country hosts about 60% of all the wild Asiatic elephants in the world. And the latest count of 2017 was around approximately 29,000 of these magnificent, majestic species. Our ministry, along with a number of NGOs and local societies dwelling near in these elephant areas, we have been doing a lot of work. We have had a lot of achievements. Obviously, Ji pointed out, so did our secretary ma'am. And now we have identified and ground validated about 150 elephant corridors, which are so important for their migration and movement. And these are spread across 15 states of a country. Maintaining these corridors, of course, very important. And our project Elephant, which was launched in 1992, the focus was to not only how to protect elephants, but also how to protect the habitats, the corridors, and also, very important now, how to address this constant complaint about the human-elephant conflicts that is happening. And sir also mentioned about captive elephants. It is also as important to take care of our captive elephants. I'm concerned to say that of late, I personally, along with the help of, like I said again, some very dedicated NGOs, have come across at least 5-6 cases of these elephants in captivity, which are being not treated well. And I was very happy to see the launch of that book regarding the foot disease in elephants. Because one of the captive elephants that we got out of captivity and gave it to Wildlife Trust of India for treatment, one of the major, ailments he was suffering from was foot disease. And so congratulations to the author to bring about this feature of keeping elephants. And when we talk about the achievements our ministry has made or our country has made, I must again congratulate all the field staff that is present here, our rangers, our wildlife wardens, our mahouts, and all other officials of our ministry who actively are engaged in the forests in these areas and making sure that poaching is not happening, the habitats are kept, and the myriad other aspects of conserving not only elephants but wildlife. We have had to face a lot of complex challenges in that manner. Apart from, you have to look at habitat loss, like I said, poaching, human-wildlife conflict, and our forest officers, our scientists, our NGOs, and our local communities. I congratulate them again. They have come together with their dedication and hard work, and actually put in fact and shaped the Sankalp to Siddhi, which our Prime Minister always talks about, from a resolve to actual achievement on the ground. So congratulations. And talking about the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji, I would also like to mention that on World Elephant Day in 2024, he not only reaffirmed India's commitment to doing everything possible to ensure that elephants get the care that they require, and but he also stressed on the use of remote sensing and geospatial mapping and artificial intelligence to combat issues like human-animal conflicts. And I'm very happy to hear it from the government of Tamil Nadu and the Secretary Ma'am that these methods are actually being put into practice. Our efforts in saving the elephants has not only gained attention in India, but is also reshaping the global narrative on wildlife conservation. Apart from being the Minister of State of Forest and Environment, I also hold the charge of a Minister of State for External Affairs. And again, coincidence, Africa is one continent where I have to go to all the countries in Africa. That's part of the regions that Honorable Minister Shri Jaishankar ji has given me. And in my visits there, we always get questioned and asked by African countries, the people and the officials as to how we are taking care of not only our elephants, but also big cats. I was recently in Tajikistan and in Kyrgyzstan. In Kyrgyzstan, we are celebrating the International Day of the Snow Leopard. And they were amazed to know that the kind of practices and the kind of steps our department, our ministry is taking to conserve snow leopards in our country and our Himalayan regions. Same with our lions and tigers. Our team recently had gone to Vietnam, I believe. So, or which country was it? I forget. Cambodia, Vietnam. Cambodia, to train their people on how to take care of the wild tigers and the environment. Of course, the historic reintroduction of the cheetah, everyone is aware about. It was a huge step, and it required a lot of study, lot of preparedness, and I'm happy to see the way it is on its success path. Our conservation policies also reflect our long-term ecological vision. And the only way conservation can succeed is when we integrate traditional wisdom with modern science, and also, as importantly, we encourage community participation. That is one of the most important aspects of environment conservation. I would also like to acknowledge, like I said, our forest, frontline forest staffs, our forest guards. I have spent a lot of my time, younger days, in jungles, in forests. And I know, I've seen, I've witnessed the actual hard work that is done by our staff, the hard conditions they have to live in. And I have to commend their zeal, their dedication, the way they carry out their duties day and night. And they are real heroes of conservation. So I offer my heartfelt appreciation for the courage, dedication, and to the service of a nation's wildlife. So while we reaffirm our resolve to protect the elephant, it is not just that majestic, magnificent elephant we are talking about, but by protecting the elephant, which is our umbrella species, we are also safeguarding our entire ecosystems, our forests, our rivers, our biodiversity, and ultimately the ecological, social, and economic security of the millions of people which live in and around the areas where elephants generally are. Our work, our efforts in this field, I see a lot of young people, students here. I'm sure that they will be inspired to join this shared vision to protect our wildlife and our elephants. And in this regard, I'd like to again make a special mention of Ms. Naz Rizvi, who is the Director of National Museum of Natural History, Ministry of Environment and Forest. She has made a major contribution by involving, what I hear, 15 lakh students to take the pledge to save our elephants. And I would also again like to congratulate our young children, our future generations, for taking part in these competitions, and of course the winners, and the 80 schools in and around Coimbatore who have taken part in this. So again, I'd end this speech by congratulating everyone, each and everyone who are part of this great mission of ours to conserve our elephants, our wildlife, and our environment. And my best wishes. And on one last note, I would also like to thank the various NGOs who have also been working tirelessly for our environment. And I would like to ask them to please be forthright. Please do not hesitate to contact us in case any matters which require attention come to your notice, because we have to work at it together, and we have to work at conserving our ecosystem, our environment as a team. So thank you very much. Namaskar and congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take the opportunity to extend our felicitations to our dignitaries on stage. If I may please request Tirumati Supriya Sahu Avarkal, Additional Chief Secretary, Environment, Climate Change and Forests, Government of Tamil Nadu, to felicitate the Honorable Minister for Environment, the Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, Shri Kirti Vardhan Singh ji.
அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Union Minister for State, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Honorable Union Minister for State, Ministry of External Affairs, Shri Kirti Vardhan ji, Director General of Forest, Shri Sushil Avasthi ji, Additional Chief Secretary to Government of Tamil Nadu, Environment, Climate Change and Forests, Srimati Supriya Sahu, PCCF and Head of Forest Force, Shri Srinivas Reddy, heads of institutions, PCCFs and chief wardens of various states who are participating this workshop and Elephant Day celebration today, invited dignitaries, students, members of media and press, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion of World Elephant Day today. As we come together to celebrate and commit ourselves to the cause of protecting these majestic and gentle giants, we are reminded of the deep cultural and ecological and environmental significance of the elephants which they hold in our lives and in the forests of the country. On behalf of the organizers and the government of Tamil Nadu, I wish to express our deep gratitude to the Honorable Minister of State, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Shri Kirti Vardhan ji, for gracing this occasion, and also with your presence, inspiring words, unwavering commitment towards the wildlife conservation, sir. Your leadership is, in steering policies and the forest protection and biodiversity conservation for the country continues to encourage all of us with renewed energy. Thank you so much, sir. We are also grateful to our respected Director General of Forest, Shri Sushil Avasthi ji, whose vision and constant guidance have been instrumental in shaping effective strategies for elephant protection, mitigation human-elephant conflicts, and also ensuring the well-being of forests and the wildlife. Thank you, sir. We thank Additional Chief Secretary to the Government of Tamil Nadu, Srimati Supriya Sahu ji, who has always been a motivating and a driving force, not only within the department, but also amongst the conservation community. Thank you so much, ma'am. We thank PCCF and Head of Forest Force Tamil Nadu, Shri Srinivas Reddy, whose passion about conservation is well known to all of us. I would like to place on record our appreciations to the team from the ministry led by Additional Director General of Forest, Shri Ramesh Pandeji, Inspector General of Forest, Shri Sanjayan, Shri Sunit Bhardwaj, and the entire team who had made commendable and untiring efforts for the successful conduct of this program. Thank you so much. A special word of appreciation goes to all the heads of institutions, PCCFs and chief wildlife wardens from different states, distinguished delegates, scientists, conservationists, experts, field officers who are present here. Your contribution both in policy and on the ground inspire collective action and ensure that message of coexistence reaches far every nook and corner of the country. Thank you so much. Our sincere thanks to all the school children who actively participated in the competitions. Dr. Tarsh and his team for putting up our famed Lantana Elephants exhibition, which is there outside. The Hawk team led by Mr. Jose, Mr. Setu, and also Mr. Alan, who worked tirelessly to meet the deadline so that this today's release is possible. And all the authors of the publications, my congratulations to all of them. And once again, thank all of them for participating in today's function. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to my organizing team, ably led by Dr. Venu Prasad, through Venkatesh, through Dejaj, through Gautam, through Yogesh, through Rajkumar, through Kripashankar, and all the officers and volunteers, media representatives, everyone who worked tirelessly to make this event possible. Your dedication ensures that the cause of elephant conservation reaches every corner of the nation. Lastly, I thank one and all gathered here. Your presence is proof that the message of conservation has found committed supporters. Let us carry forward today's inspiration in our work and work with the communities. Show our gratitude to the tireless effort of our foot soldiers. Their untiring efforts actually are keeping our elephant habitats safe. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we draw our on-stage proceedings to a close. We now invite our dignitaries on stage to please visit the elephant exhibition in the corridor outside. If I may please request all our guests to remain seated while our dignitaries move to our next spot. A very special thanks once again to all of our dignitaries for making World Elephant Day 2025 memorable with your presence. If we may please request all our guests to remain seated as they take their leave.